Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Hates the Name Plays Monster Train. Let's launch this up and start our next run here. Our last one, we found a very solid Umbra combination um, that took us to new heights, took us to a victory there. This time, we've won once, or on rank 1, or Covenant rank 1, we've won as these guys. We have not won as them yet. We have won as them, and we have not won as them yet. So I think this seems like. Well, let's see. Have we won with any of them? Okay. Not on rank 1. So let's make it a random ally clan, and we're going to go in as the Hellhorned here. Maybe next time we'll be able to get a Stygian rank 1 win. Ah, I see we're doing Stygian as the allies this time. So sap, again, that's going to be weakening our unit's attack, which does make multi-strike units a little less effective, but if you can buff them up enough, I found that it's still a pretty solid choice. When you play your third card of the turn, draw 2, or 50% chance to apply silence when an enemy enters. Silence is okay. I'm not sure which I prefer. If I get enough energy, this is good. So I guess I'll go with that. It's a little more consistent. And on this champion, I do really like the Reaper build. So we're going to go with that. And not to be too boring and samey, but maybe in the future we'll have to try to remember to to try something else out with that champion. Turn on our mandatory trial, and let's get this one underway. So yes, they have spikes 3. That's gonna hurt because our champion could easily kill himself against those spikes, but could just do this. I don't dislike that, honestly. And then put him down and see where we go from there. Um, that does not deal enough damage to be worth casting at that cost. I could put this up here. Let's see, you're taking 5 because of spikes. Not the end of the world, but I could put a train steward out front to kind of take some of the damage off of my champion. I think that's a reasonable idea, and I think I should torch you and torch you. And right, that makes me draw, which without the energy or ember to cast things makes that pretty useless, but we're hoping to change that in the future. Now, is it better to play this and deal 5 damage plus 1 when he attacks, so 6 damage, or play this and deal 6 damage? I'll just go with this route, I guess. Just gonna live with 1 health. Hopefully we can do something to stop that on the next room. You're gonna take 13. I think it's worth just torching you. But then this unit does get to attack our pyre. It's not the worst thing, but like this does so much damage that it's pretty solid for taking care of this taking care of the boss here. So I think I'm gonna go for that. So yeah, we take some pyre damage, which hurts our overall score, but that's okay. So you're taking 10, which means we gotta deal another 20. We can do not 20. This is our damage output is pretty sad outside of the Inferno. I don't really like the Titan's Teeth, Titan's Tooth cards. I don't really like them very much in this deck, to be fair. I could probably kill you on the next round, so I will avoid taking any more pyre damage and just Now, I don't know if this does damage once this unit's dead, so maybe I'll just try this and find out. The answer is no. Okay. That was a bit of an experiment, and I'm glad I did it because now I know. I don't have to worry about purging those cards before ending the boss. In this deck, what am I gonna like? 5 armor for 0, 5 piercing damage for 1, or this, which is gonna use a lot of energy, but hits every enemy. Thing about this is I can easily make this better than a torch, but I mean, that's not a high bar. I should try to make it try to aim for better than just better than a torch. I'll go with the 4 to 5 just because our champion is a bit exposed right now. Now I could go with this to kind of work in conjunction with our offering Titan's Tooths. I do kind of like this as well, but I think I will try to make that offering work. And even if I don't have the Titan Tooth to discard, I don't think it's a bad idea to have some draw and discard card manipulation. Now, I like this route because we need units that are better, but I really want my Hellhorned units. I'm not crazy into the Stygian units right now. I don't see what I would want to necessarily upgrade from a spell perspective. Although, getting a little cash, and then I'll go this route next time. Yeah, so this is what I'll do. So we have 300 gold, permafrost, not exactly what I'm looking for. I was kind of thinking maybe a holdover on this would be nice, because I could cast it every turn. I'm sure that every turn there'll be a card in my hand that I would be willing to discard, even if it's the card I draw. Additionally, making this cost less is pretty solid in my mind. I could do this. I don't know that consuming it is a bad thing. I could also apply this to something like a torch. I don't mind that, just because torch you can target, so you can target the back unit, and I'm going to eventually want to get rid of those torches otherwise. Instead of holdover, I could put permafrost on this, but permafrost is kind of expensive, and I don't like it as much. Removing consume from something. I mean, I could make that cost 2 for 22 damage. Let's see. Make another one of those consuming torches. Or one of these. Consume and do 26 damage. 22 with where you can aim it versus 26 that where it has to hit the front unit. I prefer this. And I could make one of these cost less so that if I don't have the discard option, I do still have the option of playing it for 2 manas. Not the worst for what it does. It's not the best either, but it's not the worst. Or I can save some money, though it's not very expensive. So yeah, let's put that on there. And I think we're content to carry on with that. Made some spells stronger, so we're okay. I'm gonna turn this on. I want the money, and I'm hopeful that with a few AoE spells, we can kind of clear out those upper floors. If we get lucky, which we haven't always gotten lucky in the past, I'll admit. And We got a little bit lucky here. We can murder this whole floor or this whole floor. Well, really any floor we want. Because this has haste, I kind of think this might be the choice. But then we are letting them go up. I think I will discard one of these unless something better comes along. So I'll discard this unit. Killing one of these guys does mean we're only taking 10 damage, so that's alright. Can you survive? No, you can't even survive 2 hits. I could put a train steward in front. Like, put this guy down and the train steward in front. I forgot I got that. So I'm thinking I want to do this. Wipe that out right away. And then I could do this, or I could do this. Train steward would die, and you'd kill one of them. The problem is once these guys get up here, he's pretty screwed. Unless I can do something, 5 damage to enemy units. That's enough. Oh, I want to kill this guy too. Can I afford? I can't afford to play all of them. I can afford to let these guys live for now. I can play this, wipes that out. Play this, takes care of that. Then 5 armor won't help you. Won't do much for you. Let's do that. We can slow them down at least, so that's nice. So getting 2 of those Titan's tooths in our hands at one time was pretty bad. Now, what do we want to give armor to here? Maybe you? I don't think our champion got much slaying done. Maybe 1 point of slaying. Alright, so we're going to draw, and we're going to discard this one, which plays it and kills off the two helper units, so that's nice. And then I think we do want to play that. Do we play a train steward? You know what? I'll play train steward up here. And then we'll torch you for, well, not torch, but inferno that unit for 100. And we're actually making use of the inferno, and this combination's working really nice for us. So they're dead already. So I might as well just blast them into oblivion. We're a very spell-oriented we're very spell-oriented Hellhorned deck so far, which is pretty weird. Consume, we only have consume on 2 torches. They are pretty good torches, so bringing them back with this guy would be okay. This can be really good, though we don't have very many units right now. But eventually it should be good, presumably. Yikes. This is looking like a Stygian, like I'm building a friggin' Stygian deck here. And I've had bad luck with those in the past. Um, this could work with the Titan's Tooth. I mean, it's a random chance, so it's not going to be guaranteed, but it's still 25 damage for 1 spell, I mean 1 ember, so that's not bad. And here we go. Start getting some units. Yeah, some big boys like this. That's what I want to see. Spells gain an extra upgrade slot, or friendly units get +2 on kill. Yikes. I mean, normally in a Hellhorn deck, I would think this would be the obvious choice because they're pretty creature oriented. And it kind of does counteract the sap a little bit, but at the same time, we have a lot of spells and spell-based synergies going on right now. It's tough. It's a tough call. I kind of like this because on our champion, he's already got Slay gain 10, and then Demon Fiend's going to be quite strong. And I kind of do want to pivot towards a little more unit-based uh, effects. Let's see, what are we going to be going towards? A Merchant of Steel here, and another banner for another one of our units. So I do like that. I think that's what we'll get. Although we could duplicate something here. But I think this is a good choice. And then we do even have another Merchant of Steel here. 75 coins. Concealed Caverns, Merchant of Magic. We don't get very many other opportunities to duplicate. We get this one here. Which by this point I should have a pretty good unit worth duplicating. And then we get another one right here. So yeah, I think I am going to focus towards units now. So I think that's the choice. I know some people are probably cringing at home, thinking I just threw away the run, but I'm really thinking units are the way to go uh, with this deck. I don't have any heal spells, do I? No. And without the Awoken Allies, I might actually not get any heal spells. So this might be the way to go. And then instead of healing, I can focus on armor. That's an odd one. I've never actually tried that before because I'm usually focused on healing my tanks. But without any heal spells whatsoever in my deck, and I'm not even sure if there's heal spells in either of these two clans. I can't really think of any right now. So it's gonna be interesting. They get a damage shield. I don't like that because yeah, normally they come in with 1 health, and so they're pretty easy to take out, but getting that damage shield sure makes them a little more of a pain in the butt. I can't play this unit until I upgrade him, or until after this when I potentially add another energy to my starting energy. So I think this is a good choice. It hits the boss as well, which honestly, you could probably kill the boss if I get that a few more times. Before I go and play Titan's Gratitude, I'll play that. And I'm glad that is not on his floor, which does make me think maybe it's worth doing that right there. Heartless. Oh yes, they're all heartless. um, I'll play one of them. Then I kind of want something to go in front of him. And I don't think I have anything left in the deck to go in front of him except for Train Steward, so that's what we'll put in front. And yeah, might as well just hit this enemy. The imp actually surviving an attack is pretty funny. That's nice. I like that. With this, it makes for a nice little combo there. Okay, now we can torch that guy. Or we can torch this guy. And then hit this guy with a small torch. And hit this guy with something bigger. 22 damage. If I... Whoops, I didn't mean to do that, but... Oh well, doesn't really matter, I don't have any mana. I was gonna say I could use that draw discard in hopes of getting lucky and drawing one of these, which clearly I had two available in my deck, so pretty good chances it was gonna happen. Clearly didn't work out that way either. It's kind of insulting, but oh well. So yeah, we just did a very large amount of damage to the boss again. Feeling pretty good about that. In an effort to deal with them before they make it to the top floor, I'll do that. Why did that bomb die down here? I hit it with Inferno, but that should have only been one source of damage, which should have just gotten through the damage shield. Maybe I'm forgetting something I just did. That would be pretty me. Okay. I Sorry, Pyre, but you're gonna take damage. It's basically where we're at. So you're dead. You're not dead. And you're gonna do 4 damage to my Pyre. And I see very little that I can actually do to stop that. I could move one of these units up. They would take 10 plus, they take 12 damage. And then dish back 18 to this unit. It's not ideal. Certainly not ideal. Let's armor him up a little bit. But put this unit down up here. She takes 5 damage, which isn't exactly doing much for me. Let me think. 18 to her does save 2 damage on my Pyre. 156. I think I gotta wait for this guy to show up and leave this row like it is. Even though I'm pretty sure I can murder this guy before he shows up, as long as I get a lucky spell. Oh, he did show up. But we're gonna focus on killing the boss here. Because I'm quite hopeful I can kill him before they make it to the pyre room. It's my low damage one, unfortunately. That's a high damage ability. Does make it a bit of a waste of casting the train steward there, but honestly, it's still worth it. And you're gonna be very dead. Yep. And just to make it even more obvious that he's very, very dead. Okay. Consume that card to discard your hand and draw 5 cards. I do see where that has a benefit. Send all enemy units on this floor and then apply daze 3. So this is just like really setting them up to die to the pyre. I don't mind that. I don't mind that at all, actually. Okay. Now we have a heartless unit to add to the deck, and it's clearly not going to be a tanky unit. Which is a shame. I need a tank to go in front of this guy. And I don't think they fit on a floor. Do they? Actually, they might, yeah. This is the only one that scales on its own anyways, but it needs to slay. My champion also needs to slay in order to gain that scaling effect. And this is gonna sap and weaken my units, including my champion. So I don't want this unit because they'll get sapped of all of their damage. I could just try to make this guy stronger. Multi-strike and plus 10. The sap probably won't really keep up with that. And I'm feeling like I need the energy in this instance. And I did want to go this path, I believe. I could duplicate that guy right away, but I'd like to upgrade before I bother trying to duplicate anything. So, yeah, this seems like a good choice. Oh boy. I did say I need a tank in front of my champion, so I'm going to go with that. And since he's going to be a tank, that seems like a solid choice. That way he can go in front of this unit or my champion, and it's still fine. Incant, Grant Armor. Meh. Could put Rage on this unit. That's an extra 14 damage off the get-go. I really want to give him multi-strike though. So this is fine. I just gotta hold out for multi-strike. Not multi-strike, so I'm not gonna be putting that on him. I kinda like that. I do feel like he needs something, just a little something more. Maybe multi-strike as well. I mean, if it's not asking too much. I like this actually. Makes him very hardy, and he does reasonable damage at this point. And I don't mind this either. So yeah, that's a pretty good upgrade. I think we have a free removal. Yeah, we got the double remove right here. So I think I'll remove a couple of stewards. I think that makes sense. Should I remove this torch? Should I remove one of these crappy frozen lances? They're kind of bad. Okay. I kind of like giving him multi-strike. It gives him two chances to get that slay off, but this is probably better. With the sapping effect, multi-strike gets worse, so I think I've made the correct choice. I do want the money, and I am greedy enough to go for it. We just need to get some okay draws. Go away. This is an okay draw. I think I do want to play my units. I often like to start with the Inferno to kill everything on the floor, but I think in this instance, I want him getting kills as soon as possible. So I think this is a good choice. There's small reason not to play this, but I think there's a good reason to try it. And that right there is the reason to try. So that'll be good for taking care of this unit a little faster. It does mean that I won't draw those other cards for a while because they just got cycled through, but I think that's okay. So he's already dead. Oh, that only does two? Ay, 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 ay. So I do need to spend 2 mana to get this guy, and I do want to get that guy, despite him saying don't mind me. This is my weak one. Okay. Triggers if the card remains in hand until end of turn. So if I end up discarding it, I don't have to spend it right now. So That makes sense to put him here. I mean, some sense. I'd rather see him and him on that floor, but oh well. And then we torch this guy, or frozen lance this guy, and then just to get this out of my deck, maybe I should cast it. Because of their armor, he's going to survive, and I don't like that. Oh yeah, I forgot I draw more. Hmm. Well, I think I better get rid of that then. This guy's dead. He's buffed. Like he gets the kill, so he's gonna be gaining from that. I forgot I have this in my deck. Do I have two of those? No, just the one. It's unfortunate, but still good to have one. This will deal 5 damage to that Dweebus. This will hit him for another 5, so he's dead. That's good. Let's hit him with some armor. And then I think it's worth just doing that to put some added damage on that guy. I'm gonna have to deal with this stupid Scourge on this turn, but I think we can afford to deal with that. These floors are at capacity, so not much to be done there. I think it means I should just cast this. This is going pretty well. None of these situations feels overpowered right now. Which means I might be like falling behind later. I might be falling behind the end game, but for the moment, it's going all right. All right, this can only be cast on units in this floor. He's dead already. That's a pretty simple way to play this out then. And it's problem solves itself. So feeling pretty good about that result. Admittedly, uncertain of where we're going to be going from here, though. I think this is good. I think this is pretty decent. Like this could combine well with that other one that ascends them to the pyre room. But I think this works well with my heartless to keep them alive. End of turn. Apply frozen to a random card in your hand. I'm not crazy about that. +7 magic power on this floor. I do kind of like that. And like he's only 1 capacity, so he's a lot easier to fit in areas. And I could see increasing my capacity in the future. So I think that'll work out all right. Sorry if you hear my dogs. They're a little barky right now. And this is the path for us. We want to upgrade our units some more. Multi-strike ×2 would be lovely. This endless. I'm getting a little tired of seeing this endless. I just gotta tell you that. I can make this guy actually hit worth a damn. I don't mind that. +25 health. Sure. Let's make him hardy too. It's an interesting card now. Ah, this is what we wanted to see. All right. I think I gotta put it on the Demon Fiend. As nice as it would be on the Horned Warrior as well, I think I gotta go with the Demon Fiend here. Because that's double the damage of the Horned Warrior. I mean, not with the Rage, I guess, but Rage does diminish. I could put it on like one of these guys. Sure. I like to cast those guys because they, do that 5 damage AoE. Wouldn't mind removing another one of them. So that seems like a pretty solid upgrade of my deck. Still have quite a bit of money now. Spell Shield 2. Not crazy about that. You harvest. Do I need money on the next one? Merchant of Steel, Artifact, Remains. I think I'm going to be going for this duplicate, so I don't really need the money right away. There's a Merchant of Trinkets coming up after that, but by then I'll probably have a decent amount of money. But I do have full Pyre health, so I guess I'll go for it just to even further leverage that effect. And I think I saw that I have a heal Pyre health coming up somewhere. Yeah, Pyre Remains right there. Which I think I was planning on going on this side because the Merchant of Trinkets is there. Yep. So this works out. Which means don't really rely on my spells right now. In order to do damage here, I would like him to get the kill. Currently, he's going to get the kill on this guy. He's going to take 7 damage. I think that's okay. I think we can accept that. And we'll put this down like so. And I'm really glad I didn't draw my Demon Fiend, because I want to draw him next turn, ideally. Which means I can't cast any units down here. So I'll just cast this, and it does work for putting that frost on them, so that's good. And frost doesn't remove his ability to deal the killing blow and get the slay effect, so that's good. Looks like we might miss out on this 75 gold, and that sucks, but I needed to save my champion and get this Demon Fiend down. He's got 4 health. That's it. If I can get something up there to hurt him. Like this. Oh, he's already dead to frost, so never mind. This seems like a good choice, and we'll keep armoring him up. I'm gonna cast this. I don't think I want to use this right now, so I think I will discard it. I could ascend, but the setup right now, he's gonna get a kill, which means he's gonna keep scaling. So that's pretty solid. I have a hard time coming up with a reason to ascend that unit. We'll just do that. Set up something on the 3rd floor. It's not a crazy 3rd floor, but it's something. See, I'm gonna need one more capacity just to fit him in a floor like this or this. For the moment, though, he can go up here. He's got the most damage. He's dead. They're both dead. He will be dead. He's still got more armor than God than is necessary. Let's see. They have Spell Shield 2. He'll die to frost. Why am I bothering with this? No real good reason. Now they're all dead. That's basically all it was. 124 damage on him now. That's quite good. Keep this guy getting armored. Might as well put one of these guys down here. Why does he have 13? Oh, right, I buffed one of them. I could ascend a unit. Like, the boss is coming, so I could move him up. Let's get rid of something that's useless for me right now. How much health do you have? Oh, you have 75, 73? So actually putting him up does make sense. It means this guy's almost certainly going to die and not, yeah, dang, enemy units anyways. He's going to die and not provide a lot of damage, but that's okay. Yeah, not going to provide very much damage at all. Just 738 out of the 750. This guy does sweep, so let's do that, and now you're dead. Hilarious. We do want to kill him on this floor, just because of the, I think he has one spell shield? Yeah. We want to kill him on this floor to get the extra bonus XP or whatever. That double strike does work. Which is why that's exactly what we're going after to duplicate. Deal damage equal to the front enemy unit equal to 4 times the amount of armor on friendly units. I do have a couple of heavily armored boys. Are you the armor one? Yeah, you're the one who gives yourself armor every turn. It's a bit expensive though. I don't think I'm going to take it just because of the expense. This is okay. I will take that. It counteracts, I've said it before, but it counteracts this a bit. I could apply sap, you know, put my own sap on the enemy units, especially if they get multi-strike. I'll take it. Though I do gotta be careful. I don't want to flood my deck with situational cards like that. Right, this is where I want to go because I want that duplicate. I feel like maybe I should check here first, just in case there's a way this like buffs the unit even further. I don't think it's technically possible right now, but I also don't know everything about the game. A random consumable card. I'd be worried about this being a heal, and since I cannot heal my units, it would be a total waste. I don't have a very good clue of what kind of consumable I could get out of there. So let's just stick with what we know. And yeah, I'll add that to my deck. Even though I was just saying I don't want to swamp it with those situational cards. Those are pretty easy to use. 0 cost spells. And they consume themselves, so yeah. Yep, we definitely want 2 big boys. As they're a pretty solid method of winning when you are the Hellhorned. So these guys are going to add Scourge to my hands. It's annoying, but I can try to work around it. Not this turn, because I'm going to cast this guy. There. Get my first floor set up nicely. Start getting that sleigh buff going. Holy moly. These guys are annoying. Get you set up here. I wish I could discard this. There's a chance that if I cast or play 3 cards, I draw what I need to discard this. Let's see what happens. I want to kill this unit. Hey, hey, look at that. So these guys are already dying. If I play this guy, that unit's dying too. I'd rather put the demon behind here. Although frostbite on the boss is pretty nice. The question is, how do I kill this guy? I can either use this here, or I can put him down and it kills him, but it ruins my ability to play the demon later on. So I think the answer is this. Draw a card, play this. It takes that guy out, helps me deal with this, so I don't mind that. Where do I play this guy? Oh, good question. Up here, and then later on I'll put a Demon Fiend in front. Oh yeah, double strike. Or multi-strike. Whoops. Whoops, he killed it. So this is more damage to my pyre, but what are you gonna do, right? So he's gonna kill the front guy, and then he'll kill the back guy. That's pretty good. I'll give him the rage. The stone statues are dead. That's nice. You have multi-strike. Decreases every turn though, so you're not out yet. Means sap's not really going to do a lot for me. I haven't drawn the demon to put behind here yet, so there's not a lot of point in ascending, unless I want to ascend him, but then I think, well, he wouldn't die. He'd just be very hurt and have to wait for ascend to come all the way back around before, yeah, that doesn't seem like a smart move. Is there anything better going down up here? I don't think so. Let's kill this guy before he can put stupid junk in my hand that I don't want. Alright. Now we just need that horned demon so I can put him back here. Okay, still not showing up. It's a little rude. I'll purge this. Seems like a good choice. I want him to get the sleigh. I want him to get buffed. Easy as that. 6. Let's just hit the boss. And then there's not much more to be done, so I could buff his damage a bit. Remove some of your damage. Sure. Just keeps him a little healthier. Okay, now we finally got our demon. I want to get this out of my hand. And that makes everything else unplayable. Which is a little crummy, but honestly not the worst by any means. Holy. Well, I can discard one of them. That actually does work. So I'll purge this one. Then I'll see, what do I draw here? Guess I'll just do this one, and I'll purge this. and it doesn't really matter. My units are holding it down pretty nicely, so it's really just those Scourge cards that are annoying right now. So let's make you a little harder for her to kill. So you're taking 742. And that's not a lot of damage. Do I have anywhere to put these guys? No, so that's all I'm gonna do anyways. Ah, great. Put some pyre damage in my deck. Or in my hand. Thanks, draw. Are you dead? You're dead. Now you're super dead. Now you're extra super dead. Boom. Okay. Pyre took a little damage, but that's okay. This, I think, is what we want. Although this is pretty good, but I mean, I don't think we'll often have 25 to double. And with one cost, that's already solid enough. Do we want capacity here? I think the answer is yes. And here, I was thinking of going this route because I do kind of want to see what's available at this merchant. That said, I mean, I could always go the other route and buff my spells. I mean, I've got enough spells that I would like to buff. What do I do here? I have a merchant of trinkets here. I have a duplicate. Okay, I'll go this route and then visit the merchant of trinkets the next time. So this gives me a free artifact. I think this happens more often. We do have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 consuming spells. And so 5 times 30 is 150 damage. We would have to cast a lot of spells to add this up. It's not exactly 1-to-1 like that, but that does make this seem a little more appealing. Just because of the fact that we do actually have a fair number of consume cards. I'm going to go here first, and I think we will remove consume from this, despite how that makes our new artifact worse. To counteract that, we'll just add consume to this, or this, or this. Doing 45 is quite nice. This is a tough call. I kind of like, I like them all a bit. This 2 damage on that spell is just not worth it. I kind of like this costing 1 less. I also like this costing 1 less because, I made it cost more, so I'd like it to cost less again. Holdover on this seems pretty good. It lets me curate my hand a little. So I'm going to do that. And then I'll do that. I would kind of like to take that one down as well. But now that I have a holdover on that discard, that actually changes my mind about it anyways. And I do think I want to upgrade this. Is there something I want to remove? I could probably stand to remove the unupgraded Frozen Lance, just because it's not very much damage. So I'll do it. And now let's see what we got here. Who knows? Could be anything. I should have looked here first. Gonna purge a card. What are we purging now? Maybe a train steward. Because all of these spells are pretty a-okay in my book. So let's do a train steward. And then what do we get? A rare card from Stygian or a rare card from Hellhorned? I gotta go Hellhorned, I think. Double the amount of range on a friendly unit. For 3 cost, it does consume. And I do have rage. I think it'll be hard to afford. I don't know. Well, he's got 7 rage on him. Okay, I'll take it. I think it's going to be a situational card, but I think we can afford one more of those. One or more of those being situational cards. And here, probably Slay is still the best option. Just keep that going. I know that if the sap of the final boss really adds up, we could be pretty discontent. Uh, we could have a hard time getting that Slay to trigger. We have a Merchant of Trinkets coming up, and a Pyre remains. So I think it's worth taking the risk. I think it is worth it. What do they do? 5 damage to the front enemy unit when they die? Okay, this seems like a good choice for this. I am terrified of putting an enemy, or I mean, putting one of my units in front of these guys now, though, because they would very much kill my champion, and I could I could cast this. This consumes, and it'll literally kill 2 of them. It's a bit weird, but I don't mind that. Now, do I set this guy up here? I think I do. And then I will buff him up with even more armor. And now the final question. Do I even cast this guy? The only card I'm putting in front of him is this. Ooh, that's a tough question to answer. This might have been a mistake, but we'll see. It was not a mistake. 38 damage. Whew. I need this to come back around as soon as it can. I think that's all I can do. I don't have any more energy. Or ember, I should say. He's getting Slay, so that's very nice. You shoot. These 2 are surviving. It's not the worst. Dun dun. Ooh. They don't have to survive. And then that way he stays healthier. I do want to put this unit behind. He's surviving still. So let's... Oh, there's a chance. I didn't get lucky. Didn't discard the right card. I do think this is a good use of my time. Consumed, so it killed another one. So we are taking a little pyre damage here. Fortunately, I sapped him, so he did a little bit less than he would have otherwise. Could start ascending units. Start ascending the clowns. Let's see. He does 128. So they need to combine their efforts to kill this one. I think I'll just do this. He's gonna die, but so will all of them. I can't get a better unit up there. So I just think we torch this guy. This doesn't show up when I need it to a lot. I think I need to give this frozen in the future. I might as well put a unit down there. He's getting pretty low in health. I really hope I draw that card soon. I didn't draw it yet, but I did draw. Oh, I don't have enough energy. I was gonna say I drew this and this, so I could move him up and then put him in that spot, but I need one more energy somehow. I don't really have a way to make energy for myself. I can, I mean, this is a obvious choice. Maybe I should have done it on a different level. Oh well, too late. Although I'm very strongly now considering moving this guy like so. Right, I don't have the energy. This does save his life. For now. I can Inferno this level. I don't dislike that. And put him down. He makes such a weird noise when he comes out. I should put him down up here, maybe. I do wish I could draw the card that I like to draw here. That will kill him. That's pretty upsetting. Yeah, that's what I needed. Okay, discard this. Doesn't do anything for me right now. Stay. Uh, I suck. I didn't think it would work that way. It's piercing damage. Even though his health shows up kinda like armor, it's not armor. It's still health. Oh well. Live and learn. Let's just hit this guy for some damage and why not? Okay. You. Let's do this thing. Do you still have rage? You have 3 rage. Should maybe have cast that guy, but I didn't have him in hand yet. Okay. You have a lot of health. This is somewhat frightening. Still showing up on the wrong turn. Though I don't know I would want to use that on the boss, honestly. Okay, it's all coming down to this. We did it. Nice. Here I can actually make use of that. I can do that. I can do this and discard the one that's more expensive and hit you with that. So that one, okay. I'm a little afraid for the final fight if it goes anything like this one did. Although I know not to kill my own unit with piercing damage. Hopefully. I don't necessarily mind adding another one of these to my deck, though. They are kind of helpful for keeping my units alive. This is interesting. I think I could fit this on a floor. Do we duplicate another unit? I think we do want to go this way. If for nothing else, then for the health. Let's see what we get from here. We get multi-strike. We definitely want that. That's a gimme. Now what do we have here? Rage does not decay. That seems solid. You play, you get +1. Nah, we want the rage. That's an extra 6 damage per unit, and it doesn't decay. So that's really solid. Was there a rage option here? No. Since we're considering putting this out in the field, we might as well give it some damage. I don't mind giving it a little health either. Let's see what we get out of here. Do I want to make this guy stronger? This guy bigger? I don't think I want to make any of those things bigger. I don't mind that. Is there something I want to purge? Maybe him? His 5 damage is very weak, and his 18 health is not much either. So I will purge him. And do I want to make another fiend? Demon fiend. They're so expensive. That's my main issue with them. I think I'll get another one of these guys, because they're very cheap by contrast. I should have considered that, but it's too late. I don't have enough money for another trinket. I could re-roll and see what I won't be able to afford, but what's the point in that? Friendly units enter with sap. We kind of counteracted that with the friendly units entering with 3 rage, so that's kind of nice. I imagine he does apply more sap though, so we gotta be mindful of that fact. So this seems like a solid setup. It'll start getting him the slay effect, which is really our biggest, like that, we need that to scale hard for us to succeed here. He's gonna die. Like that's so fast that he's gonna die. That's crazy. I remember I thought these guys were strong. I need a unit to be put in front of my champion, or I need to ascend him. Fortunately, I do have a few options. Ascending one is one of them. I'm kind of afraid for my champion here. Yeah, he'll die here unless I can save his life. That sure does it. Unfortunately, it doesn't give him anything to slay. What do I want to put this armor on? Do I put it on my champion? Do I put it on this guy? Or do I put it on him because he's out front now? Foof. Put it on this guy. I think it makes the most sense. And then we're going to torch this field. Okay. So what did we put? Oh, we've lost a unit, that's all. Do I want him raged? Or do I want to put rage on him? I mean, he's kind of the tank in this situation, so he's more likely to die. So I don't necessarily want to put rage on him. Doing that to take out that unit at the back is kind of nice. Are you gonna kill? Yes. But not in one hit. Oh, you are. No. As is, my champion's killing this unit, I think. Yeah, right, because he's dying. So that's actually exceptional. Ah, shit. I forgot about the consume damage. I forgot. Now my champion is not getting the slay effect. And that is what I would call very bad. Although doing some decent damage to the boss is kind of nice, but... Okay. You're surviving. And I'm going to make him survive even harder. Yeah. Big time. One armor per spell is not crazy amounts. And I'm going to put him at the back so that hopefully he doesn't steal my champion's kills. But that's the kind of armor I can give him. I'm going to cast this just for the sake of holdover. Doesn't matter. We need this. We need my champion to just continue scaling, and that's the biggest thing that I need. For 4 mana, I want to play him, and I want to play him, and I want to do this. I do have to be careful. I'm approaching the point of making him or killing him with piercing damage. So, be mindful. I'm going to cast this. Discard that because it's useless to me right now. Who's doing the most damage? You are. Yeah, I only have 1 mana, so let's do it that way. There. Those 3, unfortunately, are surviving up to the next floor, which I don't have anything up there. Hopefully I draw Inferno. Oh, baby, we got lucky. We got lucky. Is it worth doing this to this unit? He deals 40. I think it is, because it'll make it a one-shot from my pyre. And additionally, I think it's worth pulling this unit up. Sadly, it's leaving this guy in the lurch a bit. We need to keep him armored. Keep that gravy train rolling. So that turn didn't see my my champion get any kills. Yikes. Okay, this is a good rage floor. So I'm gonna do it. I think that'll really help increase my damage for when this next turn when he moves up. Put you in front. Cast this. Was really hoping to get lucky with one of my offering cards, but no such luck. So we let this play out. I am I am shocked. You're taking 0 damage? I am potentially extremely screwed? Now you're taking 342. But still. Oh my god. I needed a tank better than this guy out front, obviously. I'm flabbergasted. I'm speechless. He's taking 1,000 now. None of this is gonna matter. None of this is worth enough. And I'm so sad. My my pyre can't possibly deal with 600 health that's remaining on this unit. And I've got nothing left to really do here. I mean, I'll hit it with everything I've got. So that, and that is the best I can do. Another 75 damage. And now you're gonna destroy my pyre. Ugh. These Stygian cards, I'm having a real hard time making them work for me. Like, even as the allied clan here, the Stygian guard cards are proving troublesome for my deck. These two cards being unlocked is pretty nice. Ice Tornado. Deal 20 damage to a random enemy unit 3 times. Okay, that could be pretty strong. Titan Sentry. Revenge. Apply Frostbite 3 to enemy units whenever it takes damage. Okay. Well, I'm getting some personal best scores or something, but I'm not feeling real great about this result. I'm a little disappointed with the end result there. Though we did make it to the boss, and it came down to boss versus pyre. So as far as you can get without winning. So we'll try and come back and get an actual victory on the next one. See you next.